Clemson WOW project started in summer of 2013. A couple of graduate students from environmental toxicology and biological sciences started this program. Last year, like 2014 to 2015, was the first full year where we ran the first full model of Clemson WOW, where we worked with Daniel High School and we went through 4 phases of Clemson WOW, which kind of had started with in-class presentation where we talked to high school students about environmental science projects, how they design a research project, what are the careers in environmental science, and just scientific process in general. And then the next part, phase 2 of the WOW, is we take them to the Indian Creek where they work with Clemson graduate student mentors from biological sciences and environmental toxicology, and they kind of come up with a project design where they analyze water quality through macroinvertebrates and chemical and physical parameters. Then in phase 3, we go back to the classroom, some of the mentors, and we work it's kind of like a ratio of 1:4, one mentor with 4 students, and we help them like kind of analyze the data they collected from the field and work on posters, scientific posters. And phase 4 is kind of the coolest part of the project, where we give them the opportunity to come and present their scientific research project in the form of a poster at CBAS.
What was really exciting is about having students come out the second year and having kind of had that first year to figure out what field components worked and how much information to give them versus how much to kind of guide them through. We also talked a little bit more this time about not just what they were doing, but a little bit more of the why and a little bit more of the scientific method background of it, which I think was good, and that plays into them now being able to prepare these posters. But one of the things that I found really exciting this year versus last year was normally the boys are all there in the water, they're grabbing the salamanders and the bugs and everything and all about that, and I don't get as much excitement for the outdoor part from a lot of the girls. But this year I had several girls that were really excited about it, and they had done quite a bit of salamander and macroinvertebrate identification from separate events or separate things, and so they're excited to talk to me about that as well as talk about water quality, and had a lot of questions about other local streams or things that they knew, or even current events that were happening. That it was very nice to see how informed and excited they were about kind of the water quality and importance of our natural resources.
All of it deals with how scientists work, right? So you prepare a hypothesis or a research question, then you go out in the field and you test it out, see if it works, it doesn't work. After you've got all of this data also, you have to present your work. All of these are like practices of scientists, and so having these students go through them not only learns just the content but also the culture of science itself.
This year is our second year of working with Clemson graduate student mentors. They have helped us with analyzing creek information, macroinvertebrates, physical and chemical characteristics, and this year they have expanded. We had 8 groups collecting research and presenting today poster presentations, and we're really excited to work with Clemson.
This is something that we definitely want to do more of in the Clemson Forest, as it's such a resource, and I think this highlights how great it is not just for Clemson students but for the community and high school students. They get invaluable experience with graduate student mentors and learning to do real science that they can apply wherever they go to college, hopefully Clemson. And I think this points to what an invaluable treasure the forest is for research and education on any number of levels.
So for best poster, our winners are conductivities in different watersheds. And we have all right, Caitlin, Riley, and Lauren. I'm just going to hand that stack. And for best presentation, we had the effect of pH on stream health. So come on up, guys. We have Rhea, Madison, Ellen, and Sarah. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody, and thanks for supporting the WOW group. We are always very excited to come here.